Guys, it's Ilya from Bolt's Fellows Journey. I have the second story in store for you today. Let's begin. Day number 2 today. Woke up at 6 a.m. No problem yet. My body is a little bit tired. I used to train people till late and waking up late. I'm still training people till late and waking up early at 6 a.m. So I have this sleep hours difference. I do keep to sleep 6 hours at least. It's very important. On top of that, my body will just adapt and it will be okay. So I started in the morning with the shake. My fiance woke up with me at 6 a.m. when we did a shake. Yay! Yet I forgot to make my breakfast yesterday, so I had to cook it while I was making the shake and reading the book. Buckwheat and chalva and a tomato for the win. It's not tasty, but it's hell of a healthy one. Read the book. Then wrote some of my thoughts and ideas from the book in my own words. I really encourage you to do some of it, guys. I also read it out loud. I'm using 3 senses to encode this information from the book that I'm getting into my brain. One is sight, one is hearing, and the other one is writing it down. So I encode it with 3 senses and 3 activities, which triples my memory and triples the information, the impact, the words I read that are getting me. So, the story, oranges. How do you pick an orange? Have you ever thought about it? In oranges, I mean people. I think there was 2 kinds of oranges. The beautiful one, that is shining, that is his color is so bright. Even if it has some bruises, it doesn't even notice. And it's even weighs more. It's heavy. It's like, oh, this is the perfect choice. On the other hand, there is this ugly one with the stretching marks, the bruises, and almost colorless. Which one will you pick? And which one of you are? I think you're somewhere in between. I think those are the 2 ends, and you end up somewhere in between. I'll explain in a minute which one and what type it is, and hopefully it will help you to understand where you are right now, and maybe you will want to change, maybe you will want to stay. So let's go. So the beautiful one, it looks healthy, it looks so delicious, it's shining, it's heavy, the color is so bright, you can even smell it. That's an obvious choice, right? Yet, when you start to cut it, you notice that there are no juice flowing out. You haven't cut that deep enough, and when you peel off the skin, you notice that there is just so little bit of fruit, and even that little bit of fruit is dry and almost lifeless. And I think this is a good metaphor for even people. This fruit was so protective. It wanted to be so protected from insects, from cold, from heat, from falling down, from, I don't know, everything. So it's invested all of his energy, all of his resources, all of his time into building this thin layer of skin. So it's so much that it forgets to nurture its own self, its own fruit. So it even became dry, almost juiceless and lifeless. There was no seeds, and it doesn't bear any good, no, not for the nature and not for the person who wants to eat it. On the other hand, there are those people who take risks, who are don't afraid to fail and are very open, and they are okay with getting hurt, and they are okay of getting disappointed and failing. They're okay with that, and they know that's part of life, and they barely invested in the skin because they don't need protection. I will fall, I will come back. If I will fall from high, I'll break down. My juice and my fullness of seeds will just make new trees, and I will come back as a tree, not even as a fruit. I'll become even stronger. And maybe even a couple of trees, so I'll become even twice, maybe even 3 times stronger than I was before. And they have bruises, they have even stretch marks on the skin. Why? Because they invested so much in the inner person, in the inner juice. So it's even stretched beyond its own capability of the skin to keep it up. So it has, you can see almost the color of the juice inside coming out of the skin. And those people are really open to other people, to other possibilities, and there's nothing that contains them. Only a small thin layer of skin which they can stretch it anyway. So now think about it, where are you now in life? Are you in that side that you're very outgoing, and not have to be outgoing, but you're kind of risk taker? You are not afraid of getting hurt, and you are not afraid of getting failed, and you are not afraid of failing. Because if you're taking those risks, you're living life, you're taking risk, you're taking a chance on love, you're taking chance on your life. And sometimes you will get hurt, sometimes you will get destroyed, yet sometimes you will get love back, and you will thrive, and you will succeed. On the other hand, the beautiful one, the closed one, is so much locked inside his cage that he has even put pillows around the walls on the ceiling and the floor, like in the cuckoo house. So even if it's getting shaken, it's like, oh, there's a pillow here, there's a pillow here, there's a pillow here, and a pillow on the ceiling, so it doesn't even feel anything. It's so dead inside. And so close inside, it's very hard for them to open up. They don't even want to. They are saying, I'm comfortable here, just leave me alone. So where are you now? And think about where are you want to be. And hopefully this video helped you a little bit to figure it out. I really love self-awareness. This is a self-awareness story. Try to figure out which type of orange are you, and this will tell you which kind of person are you. And if you like where you are, good for you. If not, you can change it. You can start off fresh and reinvest in a different way. Maybe you have to grow a little bit skin if you're getting hurt too much lately, or if you feel that you're locked inside. So you have to fight it. You have to break the pillars. You have to fight the walls and break a little bit of walls. You can still leave some of the skin, of the thin skin, yet develop yourself more. Depends where you are and where you want to be. And see you in the next video.